Wario is a pretty busy guy. If he's not saving his favorite lady, Princess Peach, he's off saving a whole different princess in a whole different land.
Until he returned home one day to find his castle under someone else's control.
First off, Mario has a castle? Awesome! But it had been taken by a chubby squatter dressed in yellow named Wario.
Wario is Mario's opposite in every way. While Mario is kind and heroic, Wario is selfish and mischievous.
While Mario is thick with one C, Wario has 2, maybe 3 C's.
Let's not. His name and symbol are even inspired by the Japanese word for bad, Warui. You can't get any less subtle than Wario.
No kidding, but he's not some random chump. Turns out Wario is one of the 7 star children, possessing legendary power, and even grew up with Mario.
Wario's grudge against Mario goes way back. While they were children, they played cops and robbers a total of 1,256 times. And despite frequently asking otherwise, Wario only got to be the cop once.
Wow, dick move, baby Mario. Yoshi should have just left you behind in that stupid crying bubble.
Whether or not he was accidentally conditioned into villainy, Wario has 2 main goals: ruin Mario's life, and get as rich as possible through any means necessary, including crime, treasure hunting, and even making video games.
He's got the power to rival Mario too. He's super strong and can bash through tons of rock and heavy metal with his shoulder bash attack. If that's not enough, he'll literally chew his opponents up. Ugh, just imagine those giant white bricks he calls teeth just closing around you.
He's also weirdly malleable, capable of being crushed, squished, twisted, and stretched with little to no ill effect. However, Wario's deadliest natural ability is definitely his inexplicable farting.
Whiz, that's no simple toot. This is the fabled flatulence of folklore itself. The atomic vapors of annihilation. The waft.
Kind of a lame name after all that.
The waft is a highly specialized technique which discharges an enormous burst of toxic gas so brutal it'll topple nearly any foe. When aimed correctly, this blast can even propel Wario through the air like a rocket while crop dusting anyone beneath his feet. It's, technically speaking, just majestic.
Right. Well, that's not exactly wrong. In some cases, Wario's waft has even been shown to be comparable to nuclear warheads.
By the way, I spent some time in your lab and I made a new invention.
How did you get into my lab?
Oh, nice try. After decades of research, I've discovered how to contain the pure essence of flatulence. Behold, the windbreaker!
That's nice. Let's move on.
Listen, Wiz, I'm really proud of this. She speaks!
Anyway, aside from his own abilities, Wario has access to numerous weapons and power-ups.
Like his one-of-a-kind chopper. Also, explosives.
Kind of redundant when he can fart a nuke.
There's always room for explosions, Wiz. Check out this huge blast some of his bombs caused, which he was totally at the center of and survived, by the way.
His power-ups include a jetpack, a metal body, and even Mario's own invincibility star. He can increase his size by plugging an air pump into himself and just don't question it. With the dragon hat, he spews fire. With the eagle statue, he takes flight. And he can even combine both of these to become King Dragon Wario, utilizing both these abilities while dramatically increasing his power and his weight.
And with just a little mouthful of rotten garlic, he dons pink tights to become Wario Man! This super form increases his strength and lets him fly, because he doesn't have enough ways to do that already, I guess.
He doesn't always need some random object of power to transform. Some of Wario's forms come about because of entirely reactionary means.
He can become Bouncy Wario after being crushed into paper, Flaming Wario after being set on fire, Puffy Wario after getting stung by bees, and Fat Wario after eating too much. Well, getting fat's a superpower?
These sound more like excuses than power-ups.
He even becomes Crazy Wario after getting drunk. Though it's just a ball in the American version, cause, it's for kids and stuff, but... Anyway, I'm powering up! Jocelyn, order another 1,000 six-packs!
On his quest to humiliate his red-clad rival and accumulate Scrooge McDuck levels of riches, Wario has been through thick and thin.
Like Mario, he survived that big explosion in the tennis court, which we figured out is equal to 2.4 megatons of TNT. But Wario's also survived the Shake King blowing up in his face.
The Shake King was a pirate with immense electrical power. Upon his defeat, his body detonated, and the resulting blast split the sky. By comparing the blast and the parting clouds to a map of the Shake dimension, we determined the explosion's exact energy output to be equivalent to about 96 sextillion tons of TNT.
That's enough juice to blow up a large moon, and Wario was totally fine.
He can seemingly eat anything, including explosives and his own bike. He can, of course, keep up with Mario, who kicked a 61 million ton castle and piloted the Star Diver at Mach 375. Also, Wario destroyed the Black Jewel, an entity whose death triggered the collapse of an entire dimension.
So, does everyone he fights blow up when they die, or what?
Mario may best him time and time again, particularly thanks to Wario's clearly low intelligence, but his tenacity and willingness to never give up is strangely admirable.
This greedy bastard will never stop doing what he loves.